Welcome to Facts TV News, where everything is true. Excelsior Primary stunned by VP's death. Students of the Excelsior Primary and Infant School were asked to stay home on Monday as the institution grappled with news of the death of Vice Principal Shirley Pinnock over the weekend. Grieving colleagues were seen huddled in small groups discussing their loss and likely impact on the school population when reporters visited the Kingston-based institution on Tuesday. The staff has already felt the loss, said Principal Oliver Holness, who noted that in her role as Vice Principal, Pinnock's main focus was the area of instructional leadership, putting her into close contact with teachers and students. Mrs. Pinnock has an excellent relationship with the staff and with the students alike, so she would have been doing a number of class visits and interacting with staff, Holness added. Pinnock's passing was especially tragic, he said, as after almost 3 decades as an educator, she was now set to embark on pre-retirement leave. She is a stalwart just about to go on pre-retirement, so it comes as a surprise because up to Easter, she was with us. Since the start of the summer term, she has been in and out of hospital, the headmaster noted. Holness said that when he joined the staff as principal, Pinnock was already ready to offer guidance. We worked very well, we had an excellent relationship, and decisions that were made, she's always actively involved. We meet regularly to plan and to look at exactly what we are doing here because she is always offering advice. It is going to be a great loss. It took us by surprise and life will not necessarily be the same, Holness admitted. A team from the Ministry of Education is expected to visit the school to provide grief counseling, especially to graveside students preparing to sit the primary exit profile exam. Holness said that the teachers have recommitted to dig deep to help the students overcome the shocking loss. My staff, they have the students' best interests at heart, so I know they will find that inner strength to ensure that the students are still given the best education that Excelsior Primary and Infant is known for, he added. Bloodbath, screams and tears after Spanish Town quadruple murder. When a familiar car pulled up to the emergency unit at the Spanish Town Hospital on Sunday night, Kirk Barrett's sister did not anticipate that she would be in for the shock of her life, as her 21-year-old brother was among 4 men killed in a drive-by shooting in Torrance Bend in St. Catherine. The security guard told reporters that she recognizes her brother had been hurt on seeing a familiar pair of slippers when his foot happened to fall out of the car once the door was opened. At the foot me recognized her drop out of the car. Me drop down. Me have to scream out last night. All in a me uniform, me drop down a ground. She recalled Monday, still processing the first tragedy. Barrett was killed along with Nicardo Blacksmore, 21, both of Railway Lane addresses, as well as Desmond Pepito Bromfield, 34, of Elderslie Pen in Spanish Town, and Horace Letman, 38, of Oxford Road in Spanish Town. A 5th man is reportedly hospitalized. The quadruple murder came on a bloody weekend, which also saw a triple murder in Bull Bay, St. Andrew, a triple shooting along Windward Way in Kingston, a double murder in Montego Bay, St. James, and the discovery of burnt remains in Arnett Gardens, St. Andrew. The skyrocketing murder rate is expected to top the agenda for the Police Commissioner Anthony Anderson when he hosts his multi-press briefing, with homicide running 7% higher than last year's pace, a reversal of fortunes from the 1.7% increase announced in early May. Torrance Bend residents were still stunned by Sunday night's attack, noting it had been years since a shooting occurred in the area. The last incident they could recall was a drive-by shooting in 2002. No war no go on in them era here, one person told reporters. Spanish Town Mayor Norman Scott agreed that the area had been relatively quiet. This incident, he said, was the first of its kind in a very long while, and he condemned the gun violence. That peace was shattered about 7:30 p.m. on Sunday when the piercing sounds of bullets drove terror into the locals. Letman, who was described as a hard-working tailor and was very sociable, had only just returned from his mother's funeral. He and 2 other men were sitting around a table, having a meal at their regular hangout spot in front of a shop when they were attacked. Him no take off him clothes him go bury him mother. The whole of them just come from a funeral and sit down right there so, one of his friends lamented. The resident said that the location is a popular spot for young men and women play board games, and enjoy other recreational activities. Despite the tragic deaths, one woman expressed relief that the usual number of police were not around the table at the time, theorizing that many more lives would have been lost. The other two men were said to have been shot further down the lane. There was no police presence when reporters visited the area early Monday morning. Two motor vehicles with bullet holes served as evidence of the attack. Senior Superintendent Howard Chambers, head of the St. Catherine North Division, told reporters that it is believed that the shooting was gang-related and was an attack of reprisal for the shooting of 41-year-old Kishon Jarrett by a lone gunman connected with Old Harbour Road on May 30. Our understanding is that it is a emulation from the 31st St. John's Road era that we have had some challenges in since the start of the year, he added. In January, rival gangsters drove up an open gunfire at 18-year-old Ronaldo Skeen and 58-year-old Michael Lewis, killing them. In May, 36-year-old Charlotte White was murdered and her boyfriend injured. Another incident saw 60-year-old electrician Anthony Davis also being slain. Devon Moore was inconsolable Monday and could hardly utter a word as he grieved the tragic loss of the 21-year-old Ricardo, his only son and the second of three children. With tears-filled eyes, he muttered, "Them kill me son like dog." He's intelligent, he's very kind-hearted, shared his 12-year-old sister, who explained that her brother had dreams of becoming a psychiatrist and was passionate about helping individuals who suffered from depression and anxiety. Intelligence fueling firearm finds, says police chief. Communication surveillance is being used by the police and their international partners to intercept organized crime, including the shipment of illegal guns, but Jamaica's police chief has sought to downplay the scale of its use in intelligence gathering. Quiz on whether a series of gun finds was linked to increased Army and international partnership surveillance through wiretapping, Major General Anthony Anderson said on Tuesday that there was minimal reliance on that tool. The Interception of Communications Act gave Anderson, as head of the Jamaica Constabulary Force, and Rear Admiral Anthony Williams Goldman, the Army Chief, the power to authorize the interception of a network to tap communication during transmission. Anderson said the police do work with overseas partners, including the United States, which sometimes detect the movements of guns designated for the island and will intercept the shipment. He said if those partners are unable to disrupt shipments, the information is passed on to local law enforcement to act. A lot of the recoveries we've had through, especially in recent weeks, have been related to police operations and our own homegrown intelligence within the various agencies that exist within Jamaica that gather on such matters, said Anderson during a press conference. Our responses are really to that enhanced intelligence, which is really an all-source intelligence gathering and analysis apparatus, both human and technological. He said efforts are ongoing with international partners to respond to transnational crimes, with 6 extradition requests coming from the U.S. for lottery scammers and persons associated with the illicit drug trade, including money laundering and sex crimes. 2 people have returned to the island on extradition warrants from the U.S. The commissioner said calls to Crime Stop have increased by 98% over last year. He said up to May 31, the police seized 320 illegal firearms compared with 314 recorded last year, representing a 2% increase in seizures. The police commissioner said that there has been a 42% increase in the seizure of ammunition, with 6,379 rounds recorded since January when compared to 4,483 seized last year. For the first week of June, he said 27 illegal firearms have been seized, 3 times the 9 netted for the corresponding period last year. Included in that figure are the 9 guns, including 3 M16 assaulted rifles, seized an Elfitz Bailey-led operation along the North-South Highway on June 4. The other weapons include 5 9mm pistol and a revolver. More than 440 assorted rounds of ammunition were also seized after police teams, led by the Deputy Commissioner, reportedly intercept a motor vehicle near the highway exit in Newarton, St. Catherine. 3 men were taken into custody. The guns and ammunition were cleared from the wharf earlier in the day and were being transported to Trelawney. Reporters were reliably informed. On Tuesday, the Jamaica Customs Agency (JCA) and the Financial Investigations Division (FID) signed a Memorandum of Understanding aimed at strengthening both organizations' responses to money laundering, organized crime, fraud, and financial crimes. Both organizations are expected to provide each other with intelligence in various forms. The JCA will provide the FID with access to customs areas, among other things, while the FID will offer technical support, training, and proper management of cash seizure investigations to the JCA. In the meantime, murders are up by 6.3%, robberies 2.4%, and break-ins 6.9% up to May, Anderson said, with shootings and rapes down 8.5% and 15.7% respectively. Overall, major crimes have dipped by 0.2%. Please remember to subscribe, like, share, and click the notification bell for daily updates.